if you want it. This was the last game I played a few days ago, so make your mind up about how strong I am. But I only got this strong through failing over and over and over and over. And the haters that are telling me I can't play chess and I don't know what I'm doing. I beat an IM down 2 pieces there. I've also spoken to the man who wrote that book about other lines where you can give up 2 pieces, and he loves them. So, if you are the sum of your associates, try and hang around with international masters or 2400s, 2500s, and guess what? What they know will rub off on you. And whatever you know, if it's valuable, will rub off on them. And it'll make you feel worthy, while all the local haters will study Stockfish and just try and put you down. So that's my best advice to you, honestly. Can't really do a puzzle without that tidbit, white to play or black. As long as you can see, it's going to be white to play, and I'll read you out again. So, Dan Cramling has long lived in the shadow of his brilliant sister's peer. Even his strong performance at the World Cadet Under-17 Championship in 1976, which included a draw against Kasparov, is, in many databases, attributed to his sister, that'll be Pia. By the time of the 1981 Bilton Cup, Pia, 4 years younger, was on the verge of overtaking Dan. However, in this event Dan was close to scoring the best result of his career, but ultimately finished a half point off first place, equal with his Danish opponent in this game, a future IM. Cramling has been dominating the game, and in the diagram position you can simply exchange queens as diagram now. I've lost where I am in the book. And win with his extra knight. Right, so it's saying he can exchange queens here, no matter what takes back, he should be completely winning because he's up a knight. However, he decided to finish in style, and after 33, knight takes g6, exclam, his opponent, realising he could not capture knight or queen without losing more material, resigned, handing the tournament lead to Cramling. Yet Fries Nielsen had cause to regret his resignation. What could he have done instead? Right. White's completely fine here though. Well, we're looking through the eyes of Dan Cramling as white, yeah? And apparently, if we go to an analysis board, it is white to play. Right, we'll leave Stockfish off. What the book is saying is we can trade queens here, and no matter what takes back, white's absolutely fine and can carry on to win this game if they take back, which naturally someone would. However, in the game, this was played, and apparently, black resigned here when they shouldn't have. The queen is more useful without the trade, the queen pin. Yeah, okay, so you're on the same lines as the attacker, International Master Dan Cramling. However, the book is asking, would we resign here or not? And as the book is called Oops, I Resigned Again, I'd like to bet the answer's no, or it wouldn't be in the book. So, there's your first big clue. We can do something about this as black. There is apparently a way out of this, because it doesn't matter apparently, or we can do something to save the game as black. It looks horrible. It looks like when this knight moves with double check, we've got big problems. So, double check is a big problem. However, stopping this also seems like a problem, but moves like this come to mind, but it doesn't really work because they can just take. So, again, can you just move your king somewhere and be okay? And if this comes, just retake, you're still down a full piece. So, it's interesting to think, black shouldn't have resigned here. There is a way out of this, somewhere. For example, if here... Aha! Right, if here... Now, double check looks like a big issue. But my brain was starting to do stuff like that. So, hold on. Now we're actually getting somewhere. Now we need to use our brains and figure out what can black do here. Yeah, this doesn't look like it works. No, it's double check, exactly. So this doesn't look like it works because double check. Double check looks annoying. And not fun. This also seems to have no merit. This also seems to have merit. Hold on, can we just take with the pawn? What happens if we just take with the pawn? Alright, that's pinned, yeah, but we take with the pawn, we make space for the king, don't we? So if we take here, they take there, we go here, they take, we take, we're down a queen exchange. You're fine if you take with the pawn. King must move. Right, we've got good ideas. So the king can't move here or here. They're the only squares. So these are our potential move. This looks like a potential move, but we are going to get forked. The problem is when we get forked, that is pinned. We can't take. So that's... He figured all this out and he resigned. Yeah, I don't know how much time was on the clock. It didn't say. But there might even be more tactics here. We need to really try and be clever. As clever as humanly possible here. So, what can we do? What can we do? Any ideas at all? It looks tricky. Extremely tricky. Like, if we're going to do one puzzle a day, something like this from a lost position or a drawn position, or even a won position where someone resigned, will help train your brain so much better than just rattling through some puzzles or doing something that give you those habits. This will give you the correct mindset to be a chess player. And it's extremely interesting. Like, I know we couldn't take here because you've even got that check and that's pinned, so like, that looks like it's a complete rule out. But what I'm starting to think is we might be able to force some sort of repetition or draw. I want a piece somewhere where I can force a repetition or a draw. F takes g6 is the only move you're really liking. Yeah, so if we go F takes g6, rook takes, what do we play? What would you want to play? Instinctively, you want to play this, don't you? Yeah, and it looks like we're just down a full king f8 dark square. Okay. Okay. So then let's say rook takes queen. We go here. Check. King moves. I don't see a continuation that really works. From there, you might be right. I'm not ruling it out. But my brain's gone that far and decided I don't really want to venture further down that line yet. I'm still looking for something much, much better, if I can find it. You see it? What do you see? If rook takes g6, then rook g7. Oh, Starman sees it. Right. Take, here, we're pinned, but we can repin. And if takes, takes. Now Starman, I think you found it. I'm happy you found it. I like it. I like it a lot. So, yeah, I'm quite convinced we can lock that in. So once this is moved and we made space, we don't need to move the king. We can use the same tactic. We can repin. So we take the knight, we take the rook, we block the check this way, and all of a sudden, that fancy tactic gets banned in the face. The last time I did one of these, I figured it out before a viewer. I'm so happy for you, Starman, that you figured this out. Are you any closer to beating your dad yet? Yeah, I'm going to lock it in. I'm going to lock it in without even looking at the book. We can take here. The idea is, if this, and unlucky. Yeah, it took 5 minutes. It took 5 minutes. And my ad's going to start in 10. By that time, I'll probably stop streaming. So, you've secured another win against your NM friend. Well done. Also on time, also in the simul. Call it progress. You went from having no master wins to having one, and I reviewed it like a week ago. Now you've got 2. And now you can outthink an international master who resigned in this position. Or at least you have the ability to be willing to outthink these sorts of positions now. We don't resign. In positions like this, we don't resign. If you need to, get up and have a walk and calm yourself down. Come back and really think. It's not over till it's over. A mental resignation is a mental resignation. You've got stalemate tricks as well. So, let's ask the fish here. Right. It wants queen f3. The book said you can just take and be fine. However, drawn on the spot. You're very happy with it. You can last 30 moves consistently against someone very strong. The first time you played, your personal goal was to survive 30 moves and you failed. You're getting stronger every day, Starman. Well done. So, f takes g6 is the move. And once we've done it, rook takes g6 check. Bang. Only move. Rook g7 repinning. Well done, Starman. Well done. That's why you're a VIP here. And now we're drawn. So now white will just have to accept the fact that we're here. White has the extra pawn, but winning this would be extraordinarily difficult. Thank you, sir, for being part of the community and trying hard in the puzzle. I'm so impressed. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. So, into the study. Gregory's study. Congratulations, Starman. Chapter 13. Your name goes in it. Starman. Solving. Dan Cramling. Puzzle. Yay. Orientation black. Yeah, man. 2 classical games salvaged from dead lost positions by being stubborn. Never resigned. 1 win on time, 1 drawn. Riddler mindset. Well done, John. Well done, John. Nice to see you. Have I got... Oh yeah, I've seen this emote. I've made Annie an emote. Shall I make it big? I can make it big. Let's make it big for her. She won. She's now the Rapid and Blitz champion of Bulgaria as of yesterday. So, well done, Adriana Nikolova. That is a brilliant emote. I like it a lot. Canvas, welcome in. Canvas, I think you were here for the last time we did this. So yeah, Starman solved Dan Cramling's puzzle. And that was game 5 of Oops, I'm Completely Forked, chapter 3. Thank you for going through it with me. At 9 o'clock I did plan on streaming ending. So I'll quickly show you my games with Dan Cramling as we're here. And we're here as white. This is rated, by the way. So he doesn't have gold shiny letters, and I imagine it's just for a bit of peace. For a bit of peace on the website. But yeah, we'll leave an eval bar for you lot. Eval bar for the boys. Right. Eval bar for the boys. Champion. Yeah, mate, they are nice trophies. I'm so happy for her. She's done so well. She didn't lose a single game. She won everything and then drew. She won everything in the Blitz, and in the Rapid she won everything and drew once against another WIM. Well, she's a WGM. Go away, ads. So yeah, I'm thrilled for her. Anyway, we'll get a bit of Jimmy Sachs back on as we're looking at one of my games. Ad break starts in 4 minutes 50. Let's go through it quickly. That's when I'm finishing as well. So a bit of Jimmy. Chess Riddler, 2023 plus 8 for the win against dancramling.com. You want to see some of his wins, by the way. If you don't believe this is him, you're like, that's not him because you're some sort of hater, right? Go through his games. Oh no, that's not him at all, is it? No, that's not Dan Cramling, the international master, who's battering GMs and IMs and FMs. Highest rating 24-12. We all get a bit old sometimes and we like to have a bit of fun. Lichess is the place to do it. So, haters, if that was enough for you, perhaps some more along the watchtower. Anna Cramling is amazing. I mean, Pia's lovely as well. In my first Oops, I Resigned Again video, I wouldn't show Pia's game out of here. Like I said at the time, she's too loved and respected. We won't do it. Now, Dan, her brother, the fact that he's got a game in the Masters database that's given to his sister that he played, it shows. Pia's terrifyingly good, yeah. So is Dan. But he learned from this game. He wouldn't let me do this to him again. So if you look, this is a perfect Smith Morra gambit. And as a result, thanks Mark, we'll apply a headband. We'll apply a headband. We don't wear the band headband? Or shall I wear the band headband? Are we banned or not banned? I think this is pretty banned. Alcohol banned. For me anyway. Medication not banned. Legal. Legal. Right. Should you watch it in real time? Right. This is all straight out of the book. Castle. We look for moves like this here as well. If the knight comes in, this is an option. Wait for one of these two moves, bring it straight back to e3. I know what I'm doing here. A lot of GMs and IMs go through this line, alright? We drop the bishop back one square. If we want to put a rook on this file, right, here we go. Does he want to play games? Does he want a castle now that he's pushed the f-pawn? Does he want to come that way? Knight d5 in the face! Is it a brilliancy? Is it an inaccuracy? Look at the eval. What does that tell you? The computer's still trying to think about it. Look at the eval bar. You want to see a magic number? There's your magic number. Inaccuracy. Are you sure? Are you sure, number lovers? Are you sure, Stockfish lovers? You going to take that on its face value? Or do you see the bigger problem? Is that a problem? Is that a problem? Is that a problem? Can he castle safely? Does he ignore it and walk into this? Whoops. If the queen moves, we have the windmill. So he starts figuring this out. Knight e7 can't be the right approach. f6 so ugly. Here we go. This is straight out of the book, kids. If you want to be beating the Sicilian against international masters, if you want to study chess rather than just push wood, be healthy, be active, read this book, right? If you're playing a move like f6 out of necessity, many things have gone wrong. It was part of his prep. He thought it was okay. He thought it was absolutely fine. And here he's just having a bad time, yeah? Here he's not having fun in the slightest. Now, a lot of people who are really strong, they will just sack the queen. And they'll make you play against all the pieces. And I have thrown a game against a 2600 like that, and it annoyed me. Like, it annoyed me something rotten. It's in a study on Chess Riddler's profile under Thrown Games I Should Have Won, Chapter 1. So, if you get too confident once you've won the queen, or you switch off, you can lose. Because he kept this a battle and kept hold of his queen, and my knight's a bit awkward, we're still playing chess here. We're still really playing chess here. And f6 and h6, they fall into the same sort of ideas. You're weakening this area. If he ever does decide to castle, you'll have the power. You've got the bishop pair, you've got the blades slicing through. You've got everything you want. This knight should get back out at some point. It's not that much of an issue. Alright? And considering black resigned in 2 moves, the power of this position, the power of this position is just too much to cope with. In the face. You keep getting banned in the face. Do you want to give it up? No. No, I've had enough. I resign, Chess Riddler. Thanks, Dan Cramling, for game number 1. Game number 2, with the white pieces. Let's have a look. Oh, look, another wonderful graph. The headband choice is appropriate, you're right. So, have the ads started yet? Or are we still good? Smith Morra Gambit on the board. We go into the same prep. This is a way that Stockfish 14 or 15 would have played against it. He does exactly the same thing. Here we go. He's okay with this move. He's alright with this. Same opening. Up to move 9 twice. Move 10 twice. Now, I've been here before against him. So what am I going to do this time? Am I going to keep it exactly the same? Rook E1 for the boys! Rook E1 for the boys! Here we go. Let's make it interesting. What's going to happen now? Ad started back in 1 minute 15. Thank you. Her! Do you remember? Do you remember? Memory's a wonderful thing. Memory's a wonderful thing. Her.
Offer ends 2nd of September. So go in store or search Vodafone iPhone 16 Pro today.
I wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and I'm like,
Those imbalances are never easy. Even if they get 2 pieces for the queen, it's kind of tricky to convert. If they get coordinated, they have more defenders than you have attackers. Making progress requires making multiple threats so that you can switch between faster, that they can reorganize defenders. Correct. Yes, don't just try and simplify if you're down a piece but up a queen exchange. It doesn't work. Well, 1 minute 15 is not enough time for a shite, but Starman can piss and dream. Cool. In classical doable, blitz, tricky. So, we're now playing a more Ridley variation of this, aren't we, with a bit of rook e1 for the boys. But we enter a very, very similar position quite quickly, yeah? We deviate from the book, unless of course rook e1's in the book. I never read it properly. I just studied a lot of the knight d5 ideas through Mark, and I've got another copy to read properly, because the first one that was signed I didn't really want to ruin. So, we're here. I also like rook e1. I like rook e1 a lot. Over the queen being on the e-file, the extra tactics we have with this setup in a lot of lines is ridiculous. So, rook e1 should throw people out of any Siberian trap nonsense as well. If you know people play the Siberian trap, don't go into any of this. Just play rook e1 and it'll throw everything. Also, ideas like this are brilliant. Look at the space control, well done, thank you. So, yeah. I've played International Master Dan Cramling twice, in a MORRRA twice, and won twice. I've probably played him as Anti-Lizard 89. Might have to have a quick look as well. Hey! What's going on? What's going on? Is it white to move? Is it white to move and win? What's going on? What's going on your back rank? What's going on? Peace values. Ah! Sack in the face. Rook e1, as far as I'm aware, not in the book. He likes queen e2, rook fd1. Yeah, so if you want to avoid the Siberian nonsense just gets stopped with rook e1. If people go through that trap thinking they've memorised the moves without paying attention, you'll really make them suffer with a bit of rook e1. Because the queen never has to go here. I did it to NM Chess Rehab, I think. He loves just throwing that, he just loves throwing that trap out that doesn't work if you pay attention to what he's doing. The goal is to control the 3 files. Queen d1, rook e1 is faster. Queen's already on d1, isn't it? Queen's already on d1, that's true, but I'm guessing controlling the ranks was plan B. You will have a lot of power. I've also, there is a chapter in the book where you can just capture these pawns, and these tailor pawns win the game for you. There's a lot of that goes on as well. There are many ways to win in this. The Smith Morra is a jungle, not just a forest, it's a jungle. It will forever be a jungle. And if Sicilian players mock it, let them mock it. If you're fully prepared in this, you will beat people over 2400. Facts. It's won at GM level. The forwards in this book by GM Loic van Wiley, who got absolutely battered. He was a top 10 player. So Vishwanathan Anand, he respects the Morra. He had a game with Mark where he was losing and it drew. But even Vishy says Mark could have won. If the best players in the world respect this opening and your friends at the chess club don't, laugh at them and enjoy your chess. The Smith Morra is a damn jungle. That's the reason I've studied it more than any other opening. Starman, are you part of Mark's channel yet? You must be part of Mark's channel yet. Obviously. Shout out. Master of Mayhem. Yeah, Mark Esserman, the guy who wrote the book, obviously. He must be in. He must be part of it. You gotta drop the man a follow. He streams on here quite a lot. He's expensive if you want to play him. As he should be. But he's not as expensive as you'd think for some people. He has a very small community with deep pockets as opposed to millions of people that just blag his head and ask him the same sort of questions over and over. And it's not about your number, it's about your skill set. Mark will have time for 1,500 friends that show a level of genius, right? Shout out to TBA. Main reason you don't play the Morra in classical, you don't know the Alapin and don't want to play it. So the Alapin, again, my game against Malamaniaco is good. Also, do you not know who's good at the Alapin Sicilian? It's Adriana. So WGM Adriana is, she told me like play the Alapin. So once you've learned the Morra, you should be fine with, you should be absolutely fine. I have to wait 56 seconds before giving another shout out. You're joking. Master of Mayhem is his Lichess username. Oh, is he not? Is he not the same on Twitch? Oh, of course not. Of course not. Who's this then? Who have I just shouted out? An imposter. Imposter! Imposter! 2-minute cooldown on shoutouts. As if. Black resigned. So, this is the important part of the game. How long did I take here? That took me 6 seconds to find. I was already looking at it. Like, what are you taking back with? And is it going to help you? Is it the best move? Is it the only move? It wants Queen D6. It wants Queen D6 first. Come on. Come on. Come on for the boys. Oh, we got there. We get there. It's all good. Everyone here follows him already. Yeah, Master of Mayhem. Yeah. Well done, Mark. So, Mark's giving me another copy. Mate in 11, mate in 10 to take home with you kids. Amazing. Let's have a quick look at Dan. Again, see if I've played him as anti-lizard. I might have done. I don't think I won a game as anti-lizard. Oh, I did. Oh, I did. In the Morra again as well. And the Hartlaub Charlick Gambit. Ugh. Black timeout. So he'd learned by this point. He'd learned by this point from playing me. And what did he do? Right. So no more F6. He stopped playing F6 5 months ago. I have 2 copies, John. I have 2 copies. One I'm going to read. One I'm going to read for sure so we don't damage... Well, they're both signed, but yeah. Yep. They're both mine. One was meant for someone else for a long time, but it's a good job it never came, because he does not deserve it. So here we go. Hey up. F6 did come, but we saw a bit of this first. Aha! So he's learning here. But he still goes for this setup. Now I play Rook E1, where I should just play Knight D5 here. I've already done this. Knight D5 in the face. This was my first game with him. So memory's a wonderful thing. Not habits. And Knight D5 again here works. But I've given him that extra tempi. So now I need Rook C1. Best move. I'm doing fine here. Now it wants me to give up my knight and be in a more dominant position. No! No! I think I'm still fine here, aren't I? Wants Rook E2. No! So yeah, I've given him what he wants here. If you had a signed hardcover, you wouldn't read it. Since you're a reader, Chessman, will you be interested in reading the first chapter of my first published novel and maybe giving some feedback? Yes! It's a mystery novel called The Englishman. Yes! I'm an Englishman! Yes, of course! Have you got a link? Or do you want to send me the book? And I'll happily read it, Starman. Happily. So, bit of defiance here. If I just take here, everything's fine. We're huge. So Rook E1 still wasn't that bad even after, but these are the positions you need to get into. Remember, if you transpose into a position, it's not there, is it? Aha! Here as well, bishop takes. This might be in the book. Yeah? To try and play d5. It wants bishop f4. But if you're happy playing down a piece with these pawns in winning positions, I had this in an ECF rated game as well, where I took the other way because there was already a queen here, and stuff like this just looked horrifying, and I won with my outside passes. That became a short as well, 2 of them. Forgot about the other night. Yeah. Send it on Discord, happy days, I'll get it up. Discord. Yeah, in chat or chess talk, whatever you go for, we'll do that. We'll give you a book a read, for sure, mate. For sure. So, yeah, the Morra, if you don't respect it or you don't know it, like, these are quite nice as well. These sorts of lines where you get the H-pawn coming, yeah? B5, bishop D3, You've also got this square to work with later, that can come back. The mockfish will tell you to play here. The book might tell you to play there. But these lines you're going to have to work on as well. There was a line I had where I could do this, hanging both of these. Should we find that? Should we find that? It's not in my inputs here, I don't think. I'll play this for you as well. This is against Keith, bless him. This is savage. And I'll find the other one. Bear with me. Yeah, Unknown Maestro 2827 versus CM Keith Kamalo 2858. And the riddle style puzzle in this is actually phenomenal. It's ridiculous. I'll be the one to span you in the face. Right, Keith looks like he's doing very well here, and he is by rights. Yeah? Is this even a Morra? Am I just showing the wrong game? Come on, Greg. I'll find it. I'll find it. Standard Riddler stream. I'll find it. No idea what I'm on about. You wanted a little bit of a similar position with Najdorf in classical, where sacked knight for some pawns trying to stop connected passes is a nightmare. It is. It is. It is. Reverse Morra, by the way, that works. Have you noticed I've got gold shiny streamer letters now as well? Right, let's find it. I need my other abandoned profile. This was that study I was on about. Throne wins against... This is the Supreme Judge 2658. I need to stop doing this here if I know that this is better. What's knight d4? But anyway. We transpose. Hit it in the face. We get this. And then they allow it. I threw this game. Which I'm not happy about. And that simplify mentality got me to a point where I'm just queen versus 2 rooks and not winning. So all of a sudden it's equal and I lost this. So you need to be prepared. And the only way you're going to be able to be prepared to beat a GM from these positions is to practice these positions. If you get this, battle Stockfish from here. From here onwards on max level. Don't mess around with any lower level. Go on max level and realise where you keep throwing games. Yeah? I've done this with some of my most painful losses here. And
with YouTube Premium, you can watch ad-free.
For some reason, I've put my win at the end of this against IM Quantum Chess Theory, which shouldn't. Oh no! Did I win this on time or something? I won this on time, but I was winning. I know I should beat this man in this position. Yeah, and I'll beat him on this profile again. Right, where are we? Stop the mock. Stop the mock. I might have to stop the mock and go and make food. Gotta keep more pieces on than that. Didn't even realise I weren't Lichess stream before. On the Riddler profile, no. Yeah, you need to get into this study and have a look at it. And practice these positions from the most winning position against Stockfish. And it's such a painful way to train, but it works. You can't see all my studies here because I'm not logged in as Riddler, which is good because there's some studies you shouldn't see. This is the book I'm writing. I don't think the game I'm after is in here. There was a game that Keith played, and I've shown it on a previous stream, where he got wrecked in a MORRRA through mad tactic, mad emotional tactic. But yeah, we have to stop the mock soon. Stop the mock soon. Here's a mock. Now I read what Gabby wanted to do here. WFMGG Tours. Shout out to Gabby Novikova, I think her name is. Very strong player on this website. I knew what she wanted here, so I'm going to allow it and set something up. I'm threatening you. You're going to move. I'm going to put my queen here, and you're going to continue with your plan and hang everything. This hangs that square. Navi Kava, thank you for correcting me, Starman. Navi, what are you doing here, Navi? Getting mated in 2 moves? Sure. Her. Shout out to Navi Kava. Thank you for that. Shallop defense to the King's Gambit. Don't you like miniatures that go well? Don't you like people asking if you're 2500 and then disappearing when your stats say you're not? We don't like people who just stick around because they judge books by covers. We like people who absorb what we have to say, who listen to the game. Yeah? Strongest player on the website at one point. He was on the top 5 for everything. This is how you beat the Paris defense to the Italian. Still in Masters. All we have are draws and white wins. Bishop F4, top move. Second most played. We're rolling. Stronger players don't trade pieces. We're rolling. We're rolling. We have covered this before. You're here for entertainment value. If you bring the tin spades, if Hikaru went live right now, Starman stays here. You know how to hold an audience, Hikaru doesn't. Hey, thanks, man. I do sometimes forget about chat, but I'm glad you say that. My audience is growing, and I want to help them. Like, the reason I didn't go here, Mark said he'd go here. Yeah? Mark said he'd go here, but that allows that check, which allows some hope. We don't want our enemy to have any hope. Here's the game. I earned a lot of classical points for this. 55. That is a sting in the face, isn't it? I'd have got banned if I found Queen F4. I know I would. Do you think like this or not? We want to stop this check. Give him nothing. Hang an immediate blunder. That's not hanging, mate. That's bad. Yeah? I've also had people ask me, what if this? Here. Oh, my piece is hanging! And then his king's hanging. Think. Think hard. So if I'd found this here, I get banned on the spot. Knight e4 looks better than knight d5. Yeah. The idea being you just want to stop that check and keep that piece in front. If he got that with tempi, he might feel good about himself as well. No, 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 no. No feeling good. So the fish wants you to do it this way. And just be up. Which is fairly disgusting. But I make a very human move. Point being, if you take here, that pawn is creating a back rank buggery, isn't it? Queen f4 covering queen d4 check. Yes. So queen f4 is Stockfish move here. And he spent 7 minutes trying to report me. You'll see it in the timer. Because he didn't want to lose. He missed this. He thinks he's winning here. The queen should have gone back. That's what that move enabled. The queen should have gone back. Here. And I've got all that work to do again. But he's aggressive. Yeah? He's aggressive and he's upset. And because he's aggressive and upset, he didn't play the correct move. A FIDE Master, who was one of the strongest players on the website at the time, he was top 5 for everything, decided to get aggressive, thinking he's going to win stuff, and missed rook f2. Now you have to give up your queen, or it's GG. And then the game continued as follows. Capture, capture. Cutest move I think I've ever played in chess. Rook f1. Do something. What are you going to do? Why play h3? Why make a bit of logic? Why make a bit of space? My logic is, quite simply, rook f1, you are going to take that. And he did. Right? And I'm panicking here. I know a lot of people that would do this and hang the game on the spot, trying to threaten a rook. And it took him 7 minutes to come up with that move. Likely trying to report me for cheating because he didn't want to lose to me. Unlucky. Ah, lovely. You've got nothing. And nothing. And nothing. Here. Here. Yeah, still no check. Now, I could arguably hang a cute tactic here. But I come straight back. And I remember thinking at the time, I could probably put something somewhere that if... Put my queen somewhere that if he captures that, I'd have this check. Because I reckon he was still aggressive. But rather than try and set up a tactic, I'll just come down and give him nothing. If you give people nothing, they might resign. Yeah? If you give them a horrible time, like I was doing against Dan Cramling, they might resign. Now, I've been streaming for an hour. I know I've covered this game before. Have I put this study in for you lot? I've put how to beat... I've put the practice the wins one, haven't I? But I haven't put this one in. How to beat chess masters. So I'm currently writing this as well. I need a decent Word application where I can write and be happy and import stuff without having to pay Microsoft for it, ideally. So there will be people that doubt you. There will be people that want you to have a big shiny number to go with your master wins, right? And they won't get it, and they'll call you a cheater, and they'll call you this, and they'll call you that. Ignore those people. Everybody ignore those people. Starman's just started beating masters. John, I know. Microsoft Office 2013 from BitTorrent. Thanks, Eve. Every time when you log on to Microsoft, doesn't it try and make you pay for it if you've got an internet connection? It's really annoying. Like it'll lock you out of Office or something. I'm just bored of it. Hey, Eve. Welcome in. So yeah, this is how it should be. I've got a gold shiny microphone. I've streamed on Lichess for an hour. I'm wearing my Gucci t-shirt. I'm having a good time. I'm not being blagged by people that don't want to listen to me. So instead, I'll come on Twitch and I'll try and teach you all something. We had a great time looking at a few more games. We had a great time looking through Oops, I Resigned again. And it's a shame you're coming in at this time, Eve. It's 9:30 PM for me, and I need to cook something and eat before I go to bed. Blagged is my favourite British word. Yeah, blagged can also mean robbed, as in you stole something. Blagging my head is someone's pecking your head, like really annoying you. Or you could just quite easily say to someone, you blag. Yeah? You blag. If you're a blagger, you're either a thief or someone who just blags someone's head. Happy with that? Mr. Strong.